Are you one of those diehards that believes that chocolate and wine were just destined to be together? It's not always a match made in heaven, but there is one wine that is awesome with chocolate. We're going to talk about that on today's Quick Sips. In my humble opinion, chocolate and red wine do not always work together, and here's the reason why. Chocolate can be bitter, and so can red wine. You put the two of them together and you just get more bitter. Now what you need to counteract some of that bitterness is a little bit of sugar, so we're going to go with a sweet wine. My recommendation is a nice ruby port from Portugal. As the name would indicate, ruby port is a red wine, made from up to 20 different grape varieties in some cases. But the main thing you need to know about port is that it's been fortified with grape brandy. So in this case, the alcohol by volume has been kicked up to about 20%. When it comes to port wine, a little bit will go a long way. Let's get to the good stuff. Why does it work so well with chocolate? Well, in a typical glass of ruby port, you're going to find flavors like cherries cordial, blueberries, blackberries, and even vanilla. And don't forget, this is sweet. When you think about all those flavors, how could that not be amazing with a nice bitter, high cacao count chocolate? While we're getting all fancy with the wine and food pairings, branch out a little bit, try something different. Check it out with things like cupcakes, brownies, and even some white chocolate. So you're entertaining guests at your house, or maybe you're going to a party. Tell your friends you've got the dessert course covered. You're bringing ruby port and something made from chocolate. But wait, if you want to kick things up to another level, bring some blue cheese. This is a classic pairing, and the sourness of the blue cheese is the perfect counter for the sweetness in this wine. Yoink. I hope you learned something today, and if you want regular wine, spirits, and food tips like these, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll give you a new tip every Tipsy Tuesday. Life can be pretty sweet, especially with the right wine and food pairing. Don't forget to take a bite and a sip every once in a while.